Today we're going to talk about one of the most legendary aircraft in history, the SR-71 Blackbird, a plane so fast and so high-flying that it became almost untouchable. Missiles were fired at it more than 4,000 times, and not a single one could catch it. Let's explore why the Blackbird is still called the king of spy planes. The story begins in the middle of the Cold War. America needed a spy plane that could fly higher, faster, and safer than the U-2, which was already being shot down by Soviet missiles. The task went to Lockheed Skunk Works, led by the brilliant engineer Kelly Johnson. The result was the SR-71, a plane unlike anything the world had ever seen. It could fly at Mach 3.2, that's more than 3 times the speed of sound, and soar at altitudes above 85,000 feet. That meant it could literally outrun missiles while flying at the edge of space. Its sleek, sharp design wasn't just beautiful, it was also stealthy. The Blackbird's shape reduced its radar signature, and its black paint helped absorb heat from the intense speeds. In 1974, the SR-71 flew from New York to London in just 1 hour and 54 minutes. Even today, no other plane has broken that record. During its service, it collected intelligence in hotspots all over the world: Vietnam, the Middle East, Libya, and even over the Soviet Union. The answer lies in its Pratt Whitney J58 engines. These were not normal jet engines. At speeds above Mach 3, they essentially turned into ramjets, allowing the Blackbird to cruise effortlessly at over 3,500 kilometers per h. The plane even used a special fuel called JP7. It was so stable that you could drop a match into it and it would not ignite. The fuel also doubled as a coolant to manage the extreme heat. In 1986, during tensions with Libya, the Blackbird entered hostile airspace at Mach 3.2. Surface-to-air missiles were fired, but the pilot simply accelerated and left the danger behind. One pilot later said that at such speeds, the plane covered a mile every 1.6 seconds. That's how impossible it was to shoot down. By the late 1990s, satellites and drones began to replace its role. So in 1999, the Blackbird was officially retired from service. But even in retirement, the SR-71 remains legendary. It holds multiple world records that have never been broken. The Blackbird was more than a spy plane. It was a symbol of innovation and courage. It inspired future stealth aircraft and even today's hypersonic research projects. So, the next time you hear about hypersonic jets or futuristic aircraft, remember, the benchmark was already set decades ago by the Blackbird. That is the story of the SR-71 Blackbird, the undisputed king of spy planes.